personal.
As it always has been.
Alright, I hit the go live button, so let me send out the links. Also, in terms of Spider-Man, the new trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day came out.
Oh,
We have confirmation that Savage Hulk is in the movie.
goody.
Uh, while Peter is not, he's not looking at Frank as a mentor figure like he did with Iron Man, which is what people were worried about. When this new villain is attacking, like, is possessing like everyone, and somehow knows about MJ, Peter as Spider-Man takes MJ to the only other person not affected by all this madness, Frank Castle. Which, I mean,
This is not going to end well.
eh, I mean, if Spider-Man tells Frank to protect MJ, like,
I'm more so worried about the inevitable clash of Punisher going, "Can I kill things? I want to kill things. I'm going to kill things." And Peter going, "For the love of God, just stop killing things for 5 minutes."
do not shoot the Hulk!
That has never ended well for anyone ever.
Including the Hulk! Because I'm just remembering a line where Bruce said, I once put a gun up to my head and pulled the trigger. A big guy spit the bullet out.
I tried putting a bullet in my mouth. The other guy spat it back out.
Yeah.
Which is a very dark line when you think about it, because Bruce is admitting he tried taking his own life and Hulk wouldn't let him die.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'm a little confused as to what's going on with Hulk, because before he was Smart Hulk, but now he's got this inhibitor to keep him from, like, going savage, I guess. Like, people are saying it's to keep him from becoming the Hulk. I think it's just to keep him from, like, being savage. But didn't the Hulk and Banner reconciled in the 5 years between?
We'll just have to wait for an explanation.
Yeah. Better be a damn good one, because these Marvel fans are very ordinary. Whatever the fuck it is.
Comic book fans are very irritable.
Yep. Also, the villain of this movie may not be Jean Grey.
I didn't know she was ever an option.
Well, Sadie Sink is in the movie, and people are assuming that she's going to play Jean Grey. And with what we've seen in the trailer of what this villain can do, seemingly like controlling people's minds and swapping between person and person, everyone is thinking it's got to be Jean Grey being hunted down by mutant haters. And then I remembered something. The storyline that Brand New Day is pulling from. Spider-Man's powers mutating, getting the organic webbing. This may not be Jean Grey.
No.
This may be the Spider Queen.
I'm out. Good luck with that.
Okay. To clarify, I think Marvel is just pulling aspects of the story. I do not think they're adapting the story fully, because if they did, we wouldn't have a movie. Because, like, I know how he got the organic webbing in that storyline. It was not pretty. Instead, they're just going on. They're just saying that Peter's, like, spider DNA is mutating. So, none of that icky shit. But watch them somehow pull a curveball and make it Kindred. Somehow. Hello, Internet. Welcome back to the cave. Vegas Bear here as always with Mekumon.
Hello.
And Bella, who is off camera. Oh, hold on. I want to get her on camera because she got a new harness recently. Bella, you want to show everyone your new harness? Huh? You want to show everyone your new harness? No? Okay. She has a new harness. It looks very cute on her. Makes her look professional. Alright, so today is Friday, and
yes, Batman.
Yes, Batman. Also, before I really get started, there we go. So, last time on Batman Arkham Asylum, we had to fight. Well, not even fight. We had to survive Killer Croc.
Yeah, that happened.
But we got what we came for. Threw Croc down a hole. Croc go down the hole. And now we just gotta synthesize an antidote. Or whatever it is we're doing.
You know, as I searched for my background noise for the, course of the stream, I remember one little thing I should probably suggest.
Yes?
Specifically, let me just double check a little something here. Ooh. Oh boy. So, depending on when September 1st is this year, I might have a game for you.
Oh?
VROV Titanic.
Ah.
September 1st, in 1985, was the day the wreck was discovered. And the game I have suggested is... think of it like a free roam museum tool, where we get to see the wreck for ourselves in the most accurate replication it's been thus far. Using a series of hundreds of thousands of scans and photographs in a process called photogrammetry, I believe it was, to recreate every detail of the wreck that's been explored. People are still legit using this to study the wreck without actually having to go there.
What is the subject? What am I supposed to scan?
Your patience? Oh, that is perfect. September 1st is a Tuesday this year.
I love this. Menu. Monday. Offal. Awful. Tuesday. Intestine. Wednesday. Tripe. Thursday. Leftovers. Friday and Saturday. Nothing. Sunday. Crocodile?
Well, your patience is definitely getting tried.
Mm-hmm.
Considering, like everything here, have we tried looking up? Like, it might be higher up in the room somewhere. Look, I know Gotham is in New Jersey, and due to proximity to New York, nobody looks up, but still!
Hey, come on, you may be a genius.
Genius? No. A dumbass who can occasionally be right? Probably. Honestly, I'm not even sure I was actually right with that suggestion. I'm just tossing stuff at the wall.
Up just for this shit.
I think we both know the answer to that.
Son of a bitch. Riddler, I'm gonna break your fucking nose.
Why his nose? Why not his fingers?
Because that's the least violent option I could think of.
And mine was a non-lethal way of preventing him from ever setting up more riddles.
We both know that won't stop him.
It will slow him down, though. Oh, hey, look at that! There's your trophy.
On the other side of the room. What the fuck?
Well, you know where it is. It shouldn't be too hard to get back to it. Might just need to correct your aim with the grapple hook, and you should be able to grab it. But still, hurrah huzzah! Look up was actually the key.
It's not, well, the trophy
Just
is
not the whole key.
The trophy's over here. What I'm looking for is over here.
Well, that's still a trophy. Maybe it's not the one you were looking for, but it's still an extra one.
I mean, yeah, that is true. May not be the one I was looking for, but hot damn. The fuck you mean I can't grab it with that? There we go.
There is no way you are doing this alone. Who's helping you?
Weird.
So, after waiting for a full goddamn month for a Bionicle thing I ordered, I now have to wonder, okay, the seller promised a bonus item for all the trouble with the shipment, so it's gonna be one of three options. It's either going to be some extra Krana, a whole extra bow rock, or something completely unrelated.
Watch it be like one of the Bull Rock minions.
The Borok Va. Which I would not be opposed to. I love those things. They were a great way to get, like, extra foot parts for your Matora and to make more customs. And they mostly came in colors that did not come with the original 6 Mictorin from the Happy Meal stuff. I had a couple of them as a kid. I had exactly 3. Nope. 4. I had 4. I think. Yeah, 4. I had Korok Va, ice. I had Galak Va, water. Nuvok Va, earth. And Levok Va, acid.
I swear to God, if it's on the other side of this damn door.
It's on the other side of the door. Wait a minute. I wish I could have read that. The riddle popped up on screen.
It's for another riddle. I'm pretty sure it has to do with cash.
He's crazy, you know.
Who? Batman?
I managed to catch the phrase "hook up."
So, yeah, that's gotta be
His
cash.
eyes, screaming mad stalkers and dishonest.
Okay, it's not in here. The question marks are still floating around.
No masks for me. I have nothing to hide. I laugh at the cruel absurdity of the world. But Batman is
There it is,
all
Aaron Cash,
fool.
Arkham Security.
He's making think he can make a difference.
Oh,
And he can actually
Cash,
make
what is your
things
job
better.
after this?
And the joke of it is, they all believe it.
The police?
The police, the media, the
Because I'm pretty sure your insurance also doesn't cover random acts of Batman.
in this urban cesspool. Listen, sweets. Batman knows we're all on the same funhouse slide in the magic
say that, and I'm reminded of a bunch of Transformers skits where the Combaticons, of all people, are running an insurance company. And one thing they refused to cover, and basically classified everything under, was random acts of Megatron. Naturally, the one running this insurance company was not Onslaught, but Swindle.
Of course. I'm gonna have to look this up.
The riddle?
Yep. Not the video I wanted. Oh my god, if it is what I think it is, I am going to be upset with with myself.
Oh.
It wasn't what I thought it was. Then what the fuck is it?
Besides a headache. To ease this off with an irrelevant conversation, I think we might want to get on the co-op of Halo Reach soon. We have 6 weeks between now and the release of Campaign Evolved if we wanted to actually do that.
All right. Well, like you said, next Tuesday.
So, yeah, Halo Reach, woo! Well, I guess it depends. Do we want to actually go prequel into Halo CE, or do we want to play Combat Evolved and then make the joke about getting deja vu playing Campaign Evolved?
Dude, I want an excuse to play Reach again.
Reach it is.
Like a little kid.
I'm just looking for an excuse to play Halo side by side with you, period. That's actually not something we've done.
I have been thinking about doing the whole series.
I'm just going to hand you the AI chip right now. I'm in. I won't like playing through Halo 5 again, but hey, more human players means it'll go over a little smoother. Because, buddy old pal, old bear of mine, I have played through every Halo game, every FPS Halo game at least, except for 5 on Legendary and survived. My skills may be a little rusty, but they are there.
Good thing we're not playing on Legendary.
Hell no.
Okay, I think I may have found out what it is we're missing.
Oh, before I forget, this is a little thing I'm gonna need to warn you about with Halo 2. Activating co-op kind of forces that involuntary Iron Skull on.
What's the Iron Skull do?
So it has different effects when it's activated depending on if you're in co-op or not. If you're playing alone and you die, you restart the mission from the beginning. I don't know if that's going to be how it will work in Halo 2 when we're playing co-op, but I do know that it's kind of forced onto you. In any other game, dying co-op, you're just set back to the last checkpoint.
Aha!
This is gonna be the most satisfying explosion all day.
I took a walk around
Another
my
Chronicle of Arkham.
I passed by the penitentiary and felt nauseous at the thought of the
You know, it just
filth
occurred
it
to me.
contained. I looked out over the
I have no idea if Burb will actually want in on that or not. The Halo playthroughs.
No doubt boats bringing more filthy degenerates to my city.
I'll do
I
so after the
swore
stream.
again to protect her from this darkness.
Halo Reach with Noble 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah. Which one's which? Who knows? 6A, 6B, and 6C are just kind of here for the ride.
Whew. That wouldn't have ended. This way.
Not down here.
Oh,
Joker
fuck.
says the bat's got a storeroom or a cave or something down here.
No way.
Joker says he's getting his toys from somewhere. Makes sense, I guess.
Down here is looking good, so keep looking.
I love the idea of just kiting them into a bunch of explosive gel and knocking them all out that way.
That's a good idea.
Any excuse to use the explosive gel in combat. This way, you take out as many of them as you can, and the ones who are still standing are fewer in number and easier to, you know, fight.
I'm gonna shoot your
Come on.
legs off.
Might need to throw another one. Well, I guess it worked. Oof.
Oh no, the triangle button's activated. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely need to get you a new controller. Because, like, if the triangle button had been functioning properly and you'd actually successfully knocked out the first guy out, this strategy could have worked.
I take it you felt that. The plants are going crazy. I'm getting seismic spikes in all
Instead,
locations.
you wound up taking a
It's not
bat to
good.
the head.
It's okay. I've got the mold samples. I'm heading to the Batcave to mix up the antidote.
Good. I tell you to hurry, but I'm sure you know what you're doing. Contact me in the cave if you need anything.
And now it reminds me of TF2 taking words literally, that joke series. Scout shouts, "Your head's a freaking bat magnet!" And it cuts to Spy, whose head is now magnetically attracting all of Scout's various bats in the game. There's a slight delay. And then Batman, I think it was Arkham Batman, gets pulled in from off screen and attached to Spy. And Batman looks about as irritated as Spy does.
Scan and open.
It is interesting that he has a little bat cave in here.
The king of contingency plans definitely had one in mind for Arkham in case something like this
more
ever
difficult
happened.
than I expected.
If I remember
The process
correctly,
is
in the
slow,
comics, he
difficult,
actually has multiple
and doesn't
bat
produce
caves
much
across the
antidote.
city.
And the good news?
The chemical will definitely stop Ivy.
That is a
May
thing
also
he
reverse
did,
the Titan transformation.
and I have taken that
I need
to
to
an
run some
even
more
bigger
tests to be
extreme
sure.
for the
I set the computer to create
MDCU
more,
we've been
but I
working
need
on.
to get out of here and find Ivy.
He has bat caves all over the world in strategic locations.
Batman!
There was one time he came to New York because a certain goblin decided to raid one of them. Because, much like how Batman has bat caves all over everywhere, in the comics, there were goblin hangouts all over New York.
Of course.
There were inevitably going to be some locations they'd both be basically arguing over.
The Ultra Bat Claw.
If one claw not enough, use more claw. I hope those weren't important. Bruce.
Well, if they were, they're not anymore. Oh. There's a way out.
I just like the idea, continuing off that train of thought, of Spider-Man in his prime trying to find one of the goblin hideouts in order to solve the initial mystery of who the goblin was, and accidentally stumbling into a bat cave. It's just a quick...
I just imagine he cracks the security on that bat cave, and Bruce is like in his main bat cave under the manor, sipping coffee, and then just gets an alert and just does a spit take.
Cut to the live feed of Spidey getting a look around, realizing he's in the wrong lair, and just backing out slowly, closing the door behind him. A few days later, Peter receives a notice from Bruce Wayne, basically offering him a job in his cybersecurity division.
Phineas, Ferb, why are there feds at the door?
I don't recall this video. But it's funny.
It's another Madman Fenrir thing. I don't remember the whole thing, but it's like... Phineas, Ferb, why are the feds here? And the federal agent's like, I came here to talk. And Phineas just goes, well, we're not doing anything unless you come back with a fucking warrant. And then Candace is just freaking the fuck out. And the agent says, oh no, I'm here to offer you a job. And Phineas's response is, Ferb, I know what we're doing for the rest of our lives.
I mean, they've already helped with S.H.I.E.L.D., why not? I just love how the collective group of supervillains for that special took one look at a photo of Heinz Doofenshmirtz, and the first words out of Venom's mouth is, he must have some backstory.
Oh,
Batman,
Lord.
I've been running a simulation on the damage Ivy's plants will do if they reach Gotham.
They won't get that far. My antidote will stop them and Ivy.
I hope you're right. I'm here if you need me.
This man somehow managed to come into existence with both parents absent for his birth. Heinz Doofenshmirtz is a cryptid.
Oracle, we've got another problem.
What now? Two-Face? Riddler? Some kind of giant Joker robot?
Unfortunately, nothing that simple. I'm at the main Asteroid junction. It appears to be polluted with Titan. Why? What's he doing now?
I'll look into it.
But, yeah, like... It just goes without saying that Oscorp would have a rivalry with his Wayne Tech and basically every other major, you know, big company in either universe.
Yeah.
And then Alchemax pops out of friggin' nowhere and starts threatening everybody.
I remember also including Vought Industries, but they're not nowhere near as big as they are in The Boys. They're a small little thing. And,
They're not that big yet.
Oh no, their chances of making it big went down the drain with
I'm more so speaking from their perspective.
Oh,
They're not that big yet. They just need that one lucky break. A lucky break that'll never happen.
because they took untrained rookies and put them up against a supervillain. Granted, they thought it was a different villain, but they really should have done their fucking research.
The Titan water seems to be corrosive, but it shouldn't trouble
And that's
the
how
sea.
we got the
What have you
inciting
found
incident
out?
for the Superhero Registration
No,
Act
but go ahead.
scare.
Joker's pumping all the waste product from the Titan process into that chamber. It acts as a kind of natural storage tank. Once it's full, it releases the water into the Gotham River. Normally, it's safe, but...
But this time it's full of Titan. How do
The
I stop it?
SRA almost passed, but once it was revealed that these heroes were in fact already registered and privately owned, they had a different target to tackle.
It also doesn't help that those heroes were kids.
Like, at that point, they're not attacking unregistered superheroes. They realized they had to go after the corporation that threw a bunch of children at an exploding supervillain.
Sand Demon doesn't explode.
Or whatever the heck he did to cause the mass casualties that would, you know, spook the government into acting.
I think we're thinking
In the
of
originals,
we're thinking of two different incidences.
like, I'm trying to hybridize this one with the Civil War scare.
No, because this one is after the Civil War scare because it involves Speedball.
Right. Eventually, I gotta just write down the history of our universe so I don't get it confused again.
According to the plans I have on file, there are 3
Because
control rooms.
Hi,
The
Sucky.
first is directly
I
above.
think
I'll shut
because
them all down.
Speedball
What will
like
happen if this Titan stuff
tried
reaches
to
Gotham?
go it
It
alone.
won't reach Gotham.
After his team kind of just fell apart. Not for any like malicious reason or anything. They weren't popular, and they didn't have the funds to keep going. Speedball kept trying on his own, and well, he had fans, but again, like. He wasn't like a big name hero, which I mean that was fine for Speedball. Like he wasn't in it for the fame. But when Vought came calling, saying that they could not only revitalize his team, but make him like a real superhero. I mean, he took that chance, and it really bit him in the ass. Because,
unfortunately,
when this new team of children went up against Sand Demon instead of what they thought was Sandman,
things didn't go very well.
Yeah, the kids died. And Vought put all the blame on Superman.
Presumably to save their asses from getting shut down.
Well, yeah, they had a couldn't let themselves get shut down.
There's always a few more projects in the works.
Unfortunately, or rather fortunately, those projects never saw the light of day thanks to one Matt Murdock.
I suppose that's you in there, Bat.
I feel like I heard that.
Daredevil.
Ah, thank you.
Matt Murdock represented Speedball in court, and with help from a spider and a Daredevil, they were able to prove that Vought was guilty of negligence,
among other things,
manslaughter,
potentially illegal experimentation, depending on how some of these super kids came to be.
Taped patient session 2. Patient name Waylon Jones, a.k.a. Killer Croc.
So, is this the part where
So, how's everyone's day been?
My day's been pretty okay. I'm a little miffed.
Minus some
Sorry.
I was gonna say, just chiming in, minus some frustration getting some Riddler trophies.
Yeah, and also the triangle button not fucking working.
Normal is a poor choice of words.
It's just a button. It has one job.
Normal, are they?
Figured as much.
Like, Bear, my brother in the Animal Kingdom, you need a new controller.
And I will
Have
feed
one.
you.
You don't really.
I got another controller.
It's just an urban myth.
Be warned. I'm pretty sure there's a reason to stop using this one.
Probably should have put up the please stand by screen first.
Yeah, I probably should have. At this point, like, everyone knows my name.
You heard him. Shoot to kill. I never do anything else. That's not what I heard.
What are you talking about? I'm the best shot in Gotham.
What's the problem with
Work has been fun.
I'm trying to remember, was it another button malfunctioning?
No. You were saying something, Seki? Sorry.
Work has been fun. A lot of headaches because the PM prep team didn't do shit yesterday night. Motherfuckers. It was a really headache of the shift. But we got to it. The very nice.
As far as my day is concerned, I've been keeping track of a package I'm supposed to be expecting this weekend.
What kind are you getting? What are you getting?
Are you familiar with Bionicle by any chance?
Not a lot. I know they're a popular publisher.
Then what?
Hmm?
I just, ordered a set of 6 of the sets from 2002. That's all.
Nah, he's spinning on it.
Holy shit! How do you get a hold of that?
eBay.
That should be hard to find. Find the original swords from back in the day.
You'd be surprised how easy they are to find.
Not the Toa from 2001, the Borok from 02.
You want me to come down there?
Basically, they would turn into bombs.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the commercials. They turn into a ball when you take them out.
Believe it or not, Borok are reasonably cheap compared to some other sets. Like I was able to get a full set of 6 for just barely over 100.
Damn!
Like it roughly translated to about $20 per bug.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yep. It's why I went for it.
I remember I was trying to find the Digivice on Amazon. I was like, yeah, I'm not paying $400 for the original ones.
That's the
on eBay, it was the same price. It's like, what the flying fuck, my guys?
Another thing I managed.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say another thing I managed to find from 2002 that was surprisingly cheap compared to other listings for it.
Just one more to go.
Was something that I have was something I'm now using on my set of original Toa. The gold masks. That you were saying about your own online shopping woes.
Yes. Even on eBay, you know what's weird? The English ones were expensive, but not the Japanese one.
So here's my advice to you if you want a Digivice. If you don't care about if it's functional or not, check Etsy.
I think I did before, and
I've seen them have actual VPET Digivices and like 3D printed / resin printed replicas that don't function.
So I got this yesterday. A blockies of Rei Ayanami from Evangelion.
oh god, I'm hearing the memes.
Honestly, I was a little terrified to get this. Partly because when I first watched Evangelion, I was a raging hormonal monster, aka a preteen.
Mm-hmm.
But she is actually a pretty decent figure. She got some nice posability, and I am now adult enough not to creep on a figure of a 14-year-old. So, yeah, I just wish I had her mech. I wish I had Unit 0, which I'm gonna have to wait for that.
I presume it's been a pain to track down.
Oh, not exactly. It's more of a pain to just have the money for it. Because I find it pretty easily. It's just... Like, my local toy shop had one. And it had a few, but I didn't have the money to get it. And by the time I did, they were all gone.
Or I'll hurt you.
So...
badly.
I'm hoping by next month I will have the money to get it and Unit 2. And I'm hoping they release more like these Legend class or Legend Edition TV versions, because I miss Unit 0 being blue.
Just imagine they released the MP Avas.
Oh, if they release the MP Avas, I'm buying I'm buying a handful. I was gonna say 7, and then as many as I could buy, and then I just went down to a handful.
Great.
I'm gonna get a handful, and I'm gonna do so much with those figures.
I'd say get 3. That seems like a decent number.
Going down. He'll die.
Like I'm gonna take photos of them getting stabbed, ripped apart.
Hey, boy.
Shoot up by Godzilla.
Plan to flood Gotham with millions of gallons of poisonous waste.
Shot at by Gundams.
Shot at by Gundams. Attacked by freaking Devastator. Rider kicked, Rider punched. Stabbed by He-Man and King Grayskull.
And then when I eventually get you the extra Borok that I will have no need for, because when I say I grabbed a set of 6, I already owned 2 prior. So you can have the Borok just cleansing the way. Like, you'd be surprised how much of the Bionicle universe clears fiction.
Batman is down there with you. He must not get to that.
It's not a lot of fiction. Like, it is not a lot of...
He's pissed at Batman. What's no?
It may not be a lot of fiction, but the Bionicle universe is like... I've seen someone say that warfare in the Bionicle universe is terrifyingly close to the way modern warfare works now, especially considering a vast number of their powers are not only terrifyingly devastating, but also invisible to the naked eye. Psychic attacks will do that to you.
Spread out! Find him! I'll take the control room. Oh, God! Found someone! Over here!
You were saying?
I'll take the control room.
I wish I had a Chainsaw Man figure. Just
I can do you one.
Just for the chaos.
I can do you one better. There's an upgrade kit available for the Megatronus Prime figure that dropped for Age of the Primes that gives him a flaming chainsaw.
I want Gotham to melt into a tidal wave of corrosive. Is that too much to ask?
Incoming.
Found him! Man down! Over here!
That was close.
How's he doing this?
probably a long shot, but Seki, how do you feel about Halo?
The game?
The game series, yes.
I love the original. 2 is good. Storyline for 3. I know it was short because most of it was done. Like, we were near the end, but I was sort of hoping they didn't rush it or felt rushed to me. But the new series, Halo 4 and 5, I don't know much about it, but I fell off the series. I fell off the new series, not the original trilogy.
That's fair.
I know Cortana was evil, and then I saw the sequel to it, and the way it started out, they didn't talk about Cortana. They were fighting the Covenant. I was like a little confused, and I'm like,
yeah.
Thought that Cortana was the main focus.
So,
unless they did something between, and I'm like, you shouldn't do it in between, especially when no one's gonna access your resource material if it's written in the books.
So, as far as the 343 trilogy is concerned, here's my thoughts on them.
Go ahead.
I liked the story of Halo 4. I have my problems with it, but in general, I liked the story. I was very much happy to see a little bit more of Master Chief's humanity emerge. I despise Halo 5 with a passion, both in story and gameplay, because I had my Halo hyperfixation phase, and I recognized what they were doing with Cortana right away as a plot that Bungie willingly scrapped for Halo Combat Evolved because it was too cliche.
Cortana is not Shodan.
Plus, reviving her from the dead in the first place also kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Halo Infinite, much like Halo 4, there are elements of the story I like and elements I don't like.
That's understandable. You can't always like 1%.
They bored me with theories and ideas.
I love the original trilogy, flaws and all.
Theories on how to
Halo Reach is a banger.
Animals. Only
Damn
one.
sure.
ODST is pure peak.
I offered her
That what I wish they expanded on that just one more time.
Yeah, because what the fuck happened with the alien they found?
Exactly.
We did kind of get an answer for that, and we kind of didn't.
Please don't say it was in the books.
The thing at ODST was that you played. Sorry, go ahead.
Halo 3 ODST takes place between Halos 2 and 3.
Yeah.
It basically starts the moment we finish the Scarab mission. And it keeps going well into the beginning of Halo 3.
Yeah. Like I said, I wish they expanded just one more time. There's one game that you probably don't like, Halo Wars.
Get in touch if you need anything.
It's not that I don't like it. Real-time strategy is just not something I'm good at. I will watch the cutscenes and enjoy the story. I just can't keep up with the gameplay.
Where does it sit in the story?
It's more like a parallel thing.
So that answer actually varies depending on which Halo Wars game you go with. If you're going with the original one, it takes place prior to Reach. If I were including the RTS games into the timeline, Halo Wars 1 would be the first game in the timeline.
Okay.
as the Human Covenant War was still only in its beginnings. The Spartans only had their Mark IV armor. They had not yet upgraded to Mark V. If you're talking Halo Wars 2, that takes place basically off-screen during and after the events of Halo 5.
But it also ended abruptly.
It did get some extra DLC missions, but ultimately, its story never truly concludes.
Yeah, that was the one thing that bothered me when I saw the Let's Play. It's like, yeah, you see the final cutscene there, believe it or not, they did a huge blow to the company. And then, instead of like doing a giant celebration, the commander just goes back to the table and cuts the black.
More or less resolving to fight the Banished as long as it takes for backup to arrive.
Yeah.
Which, given what the Spirit of Fire is and how it works, it is feasible, but I don't think they have the manpower to keep it up for long.
Pretty much. They basically, after Halo Wars 1, they cryo-freeze themselves. Then they kick back. Then another AI. The AI
because they'd been in cryo for like 50 years.
Yeah. Way past the entire series. And they haven't... Did they try to communicate with the whole thing or no?
They did. It was how they discovered this new AI in the first place.
Okay. Yeah, it's been so long. But basically, what they're doing is they're fighting left and right. And until they get a solid reinforcement from what's left after the war. Technically, it is peaceful because during the mission, they did land on a planet with civilization. They did help them. So technically speaking, they can still go on for a while. But that's it. No real conclusion.
Where Halo Wars 2's story fully leaves off is that you've basically got a three-way war now between the Banished, led by its founder, the Spirit of Fire and its dwindling manpower. No, I mentioned its manpower, not its other resources. That is because the Spirit of Fire is a specific type of colony ship that is designed to process resources to continue effectively making whatever you need. It's how you can keep producing the units you use in gameplay.
Yeah.
The Gotham police.
You've got those two going at it, and then you've got the return of the Flood.
They said he was responsible for the disappearance of hundreds of
just launch a just send a swarm of flesh-eating bacteria. They'll be fine.
Scales and teeth.
Flesh-eating bacteria. That is the Flood.
I know, but give them a piece of their own medicine.
They'll just adapt to it.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
That's their whole thing. They're the Borg, but bug-shaped.
So much for that idea. But yes, so
they're the Borg, but initially fungus.
They're the Borg, but mushroom-shaped.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, as Halo, I don't know what happened in Infinite completely. I fell off.
I was about to explain that one.
Yeah, because
So
I haven't heard
between
positive things.
between Halo 5 and Infinite, 343 took on the criticisms they took from 5 and adapted the story as such. The Banished have found their way to Halo 7, Installation 7, otherwise Zeta Halo. And it's basically been a war between them, the UNSC, and the Created, the AI faction following Cortana. We learned throughout the game that Cortana had done some truly heinous shit, including but not limited to destroying the homeworld of the Brutes to make a point.
You'll be walking into a trap.
That's what she thinks.
I mean, they were kind of a jerk.
They were jerks, but they didn't deserve that.
Ooh.
I am not blaming their entire species for the actions of the Covenant.
This island belongs to me now.
But to do that to make a point,
She also blew up a Spartan 4 training facility.
Oh, fuck that.
Fucking hell, Cortana.
That was still inhabited, mind you. Oh, you want Master Chief to be the last Spartan? We're going to genocide the entire Spartan 4 population. No.
That would explain why he resurrected the Spartans against the campaign in Infinite. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's the worst time. You have a brand new generation of Spartans being trained and led by Master Chief. You know that's PTSD. You know that's PTSD walking towards you. Just bend over and then just lay down and die.
Like, a good chunk of the currently serving Spartans were previously ODSDs who got, augmented with the refined augmentations. Less powerful than the Spartans that came before them, but you can also not need to be a child to get augmented and survive.
Oh.
So it kind of evens out.
Okay. What's the third?
The Spartan 4s aren't all gone, but their number has been drastically reduced. Cortana eventually, evidently, comes to realize what she's done after being called out by the leader of the Banished, and proceeds to attempt to mutually delete herself and the leader of the Banished.
So let me get this straight. She realized it, and she wants to take herself out, but she also wants to take you down with her. Yeah, what the fuck? Bro.
Spontaneous, unearned 180 guilt trip, leading to a murder deleting.
Bro, she blew up the Brutes. Let's try that. She blew up the Brutes' home to make a point. Created a more dangerous Spartan rise because of what she did. And then she wants to nuke herself with the Banished.
Oh, and the worst part is, it's debatable whether or not she succeeded in deleting the leader of the Banished. Given the nature of what happened, it was initially hinted before the campaign DLC got canceled, thank you layoffs, that the leader of the Banished was not, erased, but simply transported forward in time an unknown amount of time.
And we have an isekai moment. Son of a bitch.
We have an isekai monkey.
Yes. So, this reminded me of... Yeah, this is like Digimon Rio. Like, he got in the games the explosion was so bad that he was sent back to the past, far in the past. This motherfucker was sent to the future.
Yep.
Rio wasn't just sent back to the past. I think it was just
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, it's same difference.
Well, yes and no.
It's
like there was a long sequence of events in the games before he wound up in the Tamersverse.
Yeah. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you get what I'm saying. The brother, the homeboy, is not in the timeline that he's supposed to be in. And
Master Chief survives us at the end of the game. Master Chief survives a similar, if not identical, explosion and gets sent forward a week in time.
That's 1 week in time. This guy, his time frame is unknown.
Yep.
There's an X factor that will never be cleared off due to layoffs. Okay.
Basically, Microsoft screwed them over big time. Which is funny because they effectively were Microsoft at this point, so Microsoft screwed themselves over. Because they wanted to focus more on the live service bullshit. And even then, the live service was supposed to come with its own batch of story that got scrapped because they didn't even have the resources to make new story bits for the live service seasons.
This explains why I'm seeing videos that says stop using Microsoft and shit on my YouTube channels.
It's why I've seen people reacting so much to the fact that Xbox has shifted leadership and even changed its logo to attempt to recapture some of its original green energy.
They are going through so much shit.
It's part of why I'm grateful to see that some people got like early test copies, just a couple of levels of Halo Campaign Evolved, the remake, and have been saying, yeah, it ain't perfect, but this is better than what we've gotten in the last 3 games.
The beast was too strong. His animal savagery.
I see somewhere on.
I took my
I see something on Facebook, and I see a shared post, and it says GameStop still has the Halo 3 poster on their wall, and they responded, "We'll take it down when something better comes out."
His confessions were illuminating. My
path that response
was clear.
They said, "Yeah, we ain't gonna take this shit down. Tell us what's better." This game, fuck off. Call of Duty, shut up.
Fuck you.
Oh, Fortnite. Say that shit again one more time. I mean, yeah, there's videos on YouTube where people were in the lobbies and everything, waiting for the live service to officially be cut off. They were chatting, and you don't hear anything because it's been cut.
There were people who did that with Halo 2 when the original Microsoft Xbox Live service for the Xbox was being discontinued. People got on to play Halo 2 for as long as possible in the last hours of Halo 2's online multiplayer lifespan. They made it a couple of hours after the stated cutoff.
We will become the most powerful force on the planet.
Gamers. We never die. We go down in flames.
We don't die.
Oh,
we
by the way,
respawn.
Where we respawn. Oh, I'm guessing. You probably already heard. Stop Killing Games failed.
What?
This is the first I've even heard about the movement, let alone that it failed.
Oh. So, Stop Killing Game is basically a movement to to get devs, publishers to stop live service for discontinued games. They want like Halo 3, like the servers are gone, but they want the servers to keep going so people can still play them even after it's been gone offline.
I can understand I can understand why, but that's expensive.
Definitely. So
like
they
you
want
still
to
have to maintain servers for that.
Yeah, but that was the whole point. You know, if you're playing like a discontinued game, like obviously you won't get any patches anymore for like future bugs and whatnot. They wanted to basically to keep that going, like a little bit of patches or like certain like live services. So they were, and this took place in the EU, and unfortunately, there was 1.5 million petitions, and they said no because we cannot force publishers to keep their games going, which is true. It's their game, it's their property.
Also, it's, as I said before, it would be too expensive.
Oh, definitely. Actually, that's the biggest problem I had with the movement.
They
how
would
would
be
you
hemorrhaging money.
Exactly. You could. It's like I said, in certain games that could be within their budget, but the amount of profit they would get won't outweigh the cost. Won't outweigh the costs of maintaining servers.
I guess we can't all be Valve, who gives the keys to games they no longer wish to support to their communities.
Valve is insane. Gabe Newell did the right thing and only have so many smart marketing, so many smart strategies, points and everything.
If only he knew how to count to 3.
That's the sad part. I wish he knew what 2 + 1 equals.
I will defend the lack of Half-Life 3 for one specific reason. It's been too long.
Oh no, I agree.
Not that people would have forgotten what Half-Life 2 was about and what it was like, but precisely because people have not forgotten. It's been too long. There's been too much meme-level hype drummed up for it. No matter how perfect a masterpiece it could possibly be, it will be underwhelming.
Yeah. And besides, the original team that was on Half-Life series already left the company ages ago. Gabe would have to convince them to come back, but it's like pointless because it'll be underwhelming. It's like, hey, we finally get it.
There is no Half-Life 3. There is no Left 4 Dead 3. There is no Portal 3.
Portal. A lot of people are complaining.
And there absolutely will never be a Team Fortress 3.
Yeah. The thing with Portal 2, the way it ended, basically completed it. That's at least it's not like Dead Space.
It ended with
3. Let's be glad that it's not like Dead Space 3, where it literally destroyed itself.
Yeah.
The DLC.
Like Dead Space basically ends with everyone died. The end.
They literally nuked their own fucking franchise.
Like, if there was ever a case of we don't want to make any more games, quickly make it impossible to make another one, that is the textbook example.
And that's not even getting into all the problems that Dead Space 3 had in general.
Yeah.
And it's not like there weren't good things here.
Oh,
Carver's story actually could have been amazing.
Oh no, definitely.
Carver's story could have been amazing. I could have done without the human villain.
Or at the very least, kill him off much earlier in the game.
The problem.
I could have done without the love triangle.
Yeah,
that love triangle was unnecessary.
That's weird and unnecessary.
It was so weird.
It also came at the cost of, Ellie's character development.
Yeah. It was so weird when they introduced. They had a thing in Dead Space 2. It's like, my dude, you need therapy, not a relationship. The fuck.
Like, if you actually played through Dead Space 2, they don't end up a romantic thing.
I mean, there's, like, hints. But that's all they are, just hints. Like, there could be something.
It's more likely just a developing friendship than anything.
Here's the thing. I wish they did a better job between the two characters. Because when you look at Dead Space 3, you're like this. Really, bro? Really?
The only way I could see them going back and correcting the Dead Space issue
delete the DLC.
is if like, well, yes, but the only way I can see them doing so without having to retcon anything is if we had the next game effectively being a prequel of sorts to 3, following a different character.
That?
Effectively build up a new protagonist who succeeds where Isaac fails.
Okay, I can see it. Yeah, but like, it was a little weird when they were creating a relationship with those two in Dead Space 3. I'm like, why? You need therapy. You need therapy, my dude. You need lobotomy.
Let's not go that far.
Like, this is effectively what I was, like, thinking. Like, start with a series of Dead Space spin-off games following a different protagonist. And eventually, once that protagonist has had enough development, then you make Dead Space 4 where he stops the Brethren Moons. Or she. Could be either.
Or they could be like two best friends. Like, they're just from like two bros. Go in, it's like, you take the one on the right.
If you want to, like, if you want to revive co-op horror, that's a possibility. I wouldn't recommend it, but that's a possibility.
I mean, Dead Space 3, to get a little more story, you do need a co-op.
Yes, but it also tones down the fear factor in favor of action, and that's not what people come to the series for.
Oh yeah, that's right. And the number one complaint was it came too actiony as it went on.
It's not necessarily that it became too actiony, it's that it became not scary enough.
Meanwhile, Resident Evil is looking at Dead Space, just going, first time?
Fucking Leon. Oh yeah.
And it's precisely
wall running.
And it's precisely because of how Resident Evil managed to recapture its horror through 7 that I am saying this should be how Dead Space recaptures itself. Especially consider that when the original Dead Space was in development, the team effectively considered this the real Resident Evil 4.
Aww. I would also like
in that they were
Go ahead.
In that they were trying to maintain the horror spirit of 1 through 3.
That's a first.
I would also like to add that the Dead Space remake was fucking phenomenal. It made Dead Space scary again.
I agree. I've played it.
It also made some very frustrating things.
So you're here at last.
A
Do you like what I've
non-issue.
done with the place? My baby.
Hello, zero-G segments.
Come and see.
And the turret segments.
I remember I was talking to AJ about this, and apparently they were planning on releasing like a bunch of things for people for the to pre-order or whatever. And they scrapped it.
One moment, Seki. Try climbing back around the route through that hole in the wall. The other one.
Oh.
But you know, I love Dead Space. I just wish they didn't make that DLC. Because if they didn't do that, then we could have had a potential spin-off with your idea, Akuma. Like we could have side characters, because at the end of it, you have all these giant markers coming into the Milky Way galaxy. You could have a couple of characters and spin-offs, and they all join in on the final game.
Like, without that last DLC, Isaac basically dies in attempting to slow down, if not stop, the Brethren Moons.
Are you hungry, my poor
And that gives you room to introduce a new protagonist to pick up where he leaves off.
Definitely. Or better yet, you could. It just hurts my heart. Like, it was such a good series.
They've done nothing to you.
The fact they make their own series is it just sucks. And then they released Callisto Protocol.
First time.
Yeah. And then they released Callisto Protocol, which you can tell that it just reminds you of Dead Space, just minus the horror and more of a proper, more solid storyline. Of a different direction.
And even then, Callisto Protocol didn't do super well.
The ending was actually bad. After the end credits, you're thinking the main character is gonna die with the base. No, end credit. Brand new cutscene. Oh look, the woman saying, "No, by the way, there's actually a way for you to stay alive and escape." Goes to black. Me. Why the fuck do you do that?
Why'd you end with sequel bait?
Why didn't you just end it?
To quote Stu Walker, these days, you gotta have a sequel, baby!
But there's no hint of fucking sequel because it's been years.
Keep in mind, Stu Walker was then crushed to death by a giant TV in Scream, so he was not a very smart man.
To return to the Halo topic for a moment, there is one thing I need to say, since we're on, story decisions that we do not agree with.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't like the Forerunner retcon.
Here we go.
I'm going to attempt to restrain myself from ranting and just hit the points I need to hit.
Go ahead.
In the original Bungie trilogy, it was heavily hinted at and later straight up confirmed in Halo 3 that Forerunners were ancient humans. 343 Industries takes over and says, "Oh no, we were actually separate species with a common ancestor." Which I believe they legitimately only did to allow the Didact to not be a human attempting to exterminate the rest of humanity.
Do you think you can handle me?
Despite the fact that he's, been driven by the logic plague, and thus his motivations would not make sense to the rest of the galaxy.
Come to me.
A logic foreign to those around you. I do not agree with the change they did. I feel the story would have been stronger if humanity had still been Forerunners. But I am not a part of the story team. It is what it is. I don't have to like it, but that's just the way the series is.
You know, I would agree with you because, you know, when you have a solid base for storyline and for continuity,
security, Batman.
You know, continuation.
They'll just die if anything
Them change it does ruin a lot of things. You know, and I agree. But
my favorite hint they gave to the whole humans are Forerunners thing is straight up, I guess you'd call it environmental storytelling, in how humans can access and utilize the technology on the Halos, but nothing else can. The biggest problem with this change is that it affects the motivations of the Covenant and more so their prophets. Back when humans were Forerunners in Bungie's lore, the prophets freaked out that, oh, these were not the glyph was not reclamation, it was reclaimer. The artifacts we've been seeking are living Forerunners. If this info gets out, we'll lose power and the Covenant will basically just dissolve.
I told you to go
so they made up an excuse about us being some kind of heretical left behind bullshit and told the Covenant, yeah, kill him. And that's the reason for the nearly 30-year-long war. They were lying to the rest of their people to keep power. It is this very thing that they pulled that becomes the major motivator for the Great Schism, where the brutes and the elites are fighting each other.
I will crush you like the insect you are.
With the Forerunner retcon, it now is just no longer a motivator for the prophets to want us gone. Their power is not being threatened by our existence anymore. And that is a plot point I've yet to see rectified. When the entire premise of war driving your series is now in question because of this retcon, you have to ask yourself, do we need this?
I mean, I ask myself every day when I think of certain game series, do we need this? Did I ask for this? Did we ask for this? Who the fuck asked for this? I mean, I'm whooping your ass. Poison Ivy.
Yeah, it's Batman.
Feeling the pressure.
Honestly, it feels more like I'm fighting Biowance.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's like, yeah, you're fighting like it's children. Or like before it becomes its full size kaiju shit.
I'm fighting the roads form of Biowance.
Before, yeah. But yeah.
It's like in a mobile Power Rangers villain they'd be getting the Megazord for.
Okay. But, Makuma, I agree with you over a lot of points. We all want, things to stay the same because, it makes sense with the story, it blends well and stuff like that, but when a change happens to a point where you're like, fuck, man, it does ruin a lot of things. To me. I mean, Stage 3 had potential. We have a few other games that had potential. But can't take the
There are some things I do genuinely want out of Halo, but I do not see them happening. Not in the way that I'd like for them to happen.
Doing what's happening with Microsoft now, and it's going to be a couple of weeks before they get it done until they realize it and they got this shit together.
Don't do it, Batman!
Don't do it, Batman.
So, what I'm after,
help here, boys.
I'm after a few things for Halo. First off, another ODST game would be fantastic.
I agree with you. Just the one more time. Just one more time. Just expand it. Just one more time. That's all I care.
Set it during the Covenant Wars so you don't have to go, well, why would there still be any ODSTs left when they can all become Spartans? First off, some people remained ODSTs because they didn't want the augmentations. Second off, again, just set it during the war.
Yeah.
You can make prequels. It's not a lost art.
Yeah, prequels are great.
Speaking of prequels, we technically are sort of getting this with Campaign Evolved, but I wanted a full Sergeant Johnson game based around the invasion of Harvest.
Yes, and we also want to know how the fuck did he survive in that desert with that one Covenant.
Save me from the evil bat.
Well, first off, that cutscene is non-canon.
I know, but I wanted to make it canon, and it's just funny to me. This is it, baby. Hold me. And he just his to code his ass. Oh,
Depending, and in Halo CE Anniversary, depending on if you go with original or anniversary graphics, like which one grabs the other's butt changes, depending on the graphics chosen.
It doesn't matter, it's just funny. As the fucking thing is exploding.
Like a Sergeant Johnson game based around how the first encounter with the Covenant on Harvest, that would be interesting. A flood horror game where you're playing as ordinary Marines, ODSTs at strongest, would be awesome. Take some Halo and go straight up Resident Evil or Dead Space on it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Like, imagine, take the horror vibes of the Dead Space reboot and apply that to Halo's Flood and the ODSTs trying to survive.
Oh,
the alternative would be to make it an action-packed thrill ride based on, like, the kinds of zombie horror flicks you'd see and go Left 4 Dead 2 on it. Make it a 4-player co-op thing. Where you're just mowing through flood forms.
I need help here, boys.
Make that like an alternate game mode or something. Yeah, flood horror game, ODST game, Johnson prequel.
Yeah.
Those were what I'd hoped.
I'll choke the life out of you.
As it stands, I'm raising my brow a little with Halo Campaign Evolved, because while I have been seeing generally positive reception in terms of the people who played the pre-release builds, there's a couple of things I'm just kind of questioning.
My pledge will
Namely,
you and your precious
okay, yeah, you've expanded the weapons sandbox a little bit, with bringing back some of the weapons from Halo Reach. The needle rifle, for instance. As opposed to the needler. the one I'm questioning the most is just, okay, you have brutes here now. That's actually retconning some lore.
I just wish, like, I understand people that don't think it's going to be better in terms of storyline from their point of view, but it's not.
I mean, I do appreciate the use of, like, not just re-recording lines from the characters whose voices could come back, but also taking old scrapped lines from Bungie's version of Halo CE and reintegrating them in new contexts. That's neat. But the way I see it, this game can't be canon. It'll be fun. It doesn't have to be canon to be fun, but like, it throws what we know about the series into question. Like, outside of Halo Reach itself, the fall of Reach, humanity didn't really encounter brutes as much until the events of Halo 2.
And then you get Infinite where Cortana just nukes them.
Don't remind me.
This... Well... As much as... It just hurts because I know we all have valid... What we're saying is what a lot of players agree with. But at the end of the day, you know...
We don't make the decisions.
Fuck. Exactly.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And even if they do agree with what we say, at the end of the day, if Microsoft says, no, we're not going to do this, we'll be doing this, and we won't fund your project if you know, try to do it, if you try to push it again, like, we'll just halt the projects if you want to be a dick.
One thing that I'll at least admit gave me a good long laugh was seeing the arguments people got into over Halo's choice to go multi-platform. As if somehow, like, as if being on Xbox and PC didn't already qualify as multi-platform and people were just ignoring this.
Listen, my answer to that is look at how people responded to. I know it's not a good game because of what they did. Kingdom Hearts 3 being on the Xbox, and people who made jokes like, "Oh, it's gonna be on like Xbox and shit." It turns out to be true, and they regret saying it. And someone I know on Facebook, he said, I thought they were joking. I thought it was just, why would they joke about this? If they make an announcement that it's going to be on Xbox, it's not a joke. It's not going to be...
Like, so what if Halo's on PlayStation 2 now? Like, so what?
Yeah. At the end
and
of the day,
as in also, not 2 as in the number. Let me be clear about that.
Yeah. As long as we enjoy the game and have more access to it, what's the issue here?
There are people who argue that it's eliminating exclusivity and therefore the console wars would kill gaming because then what's the point of buying a different console?
That part's true.
Which, yeah, true. Let's be real here.
The same game's available.
Like, I'm not arguing for the death of all exclusives, just that there are some that it makes sense to go multi-platform.
Yeah. I mean, there are some games that
I will admit I see both sides. I will admit I see both sides of the argument of whether or not Halo should go multi-platform given its history with the Xbox, but like what's done is done.
Yeah. I mean, there's some games that I played on the 360 that I wish I could play on my computer. Maybe because I want to give it one more chance because I realized, wait, this has potential. I should have kept going. Because the story was actually getting good, and I was actually exploring the story. But it was
Freya
like one
knows
of those...
I'd be raising an.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Freya knows I'd be raising an eyebrow in pure, unfiltered confusion if Sly Cooper suddenly came back on the Xbox.
That would be something.
Or Ratchet and Clank. Or Jack and Daxter.
I have...
Or Link's the Time Sweeper.
Yeah. I'm so pissed off. I'm so pissed off at what Naughty Dog did to Jack and Daxter. Because Frontier wasn't even made by Naughty Dog. It was made by someone else. Because they didn't want to do any more stuff with the series. They want to do something else. Or whatever the reason is.
Just throw Uncharted onto the Switch and see what happens.
Oh, sweet mother of God, you're trying to start shit.
No. Throw Uncharted on Switch. Replace all of Nathan Drake's voice lines with lines recorded by Tom Holland.
Tom.
Oh, we are starting shit, aren't we? Okay.
I would listen. The website itself would just break. When you go to naughtydog.com, you like this website unavailable. Sorry, it's still loading. Sorry, it timed out. Please try again later on. Make sure that you have the right URL.
And it stays that way for. And it stays that way for 12 straight days.
Experiencing a strange high call volume or whatever.
High volume call. Yo, let's just start shit. Matter of fact, change Nathan's face to Tom Holland. Just do it.
Security deactivated.
Just do it.
Give the player an alternate option to just swap out Nathan Drake entirely for Mario. Voiced by Chris Pratt.
Yo. Nintendo will literally will go into incognito.
Swap out the villain for Luigi, voiced by Danny DeVito.
I reject my humanity!
Or maybe Wario with that voice would fit better. Either way.
Oh my god. Oh, the internet's gonna have a good time. I can see Nintendo just changing, shutting down their own website just to give themselves something, just to have a day off. Website gone for like 1 month. Like it's weird. What's ironic is that the first Uncharted game is considered like a rare game now.
No, if you really want to start shit on that level, you bring back Lego Bionicle, but it's completely made of system and bricks. There will be some who enjoy this, and quite a few who would sooner burn down Lego's HQ than allow this to happen.
What is system and bricks?
Standard Lego building system. It's just referred to as Lego system.
Oh.
Like, give me a moment to get the image, but like, I'm talking something like the GIF with purchase that popped up a while back.
Just wow. Man. Still, there's just so many things we'd love to see patch up properly done.
Hi, Belbo.
All right, I've got it.
What you doing, huh? Huh? You're all excited. Why are you so excited?
This is the GIF with purchase.
Oh, sweet mother God. They're gonna freaking, no, not even that. They will go to Lego's HQ and set it on fucking fire or some shit. Like, this has happened.
That's what I was saying.
Watch,
like,
they finally release a Lego Bionicle game, but it's by Traveler's Tales.
That isn't Bionicle Heroes.
It's just like it's like Lego Batman, Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego Harry Potter, but it's just Bionicle.
Which, if they did that, a standard Lego Traveler's Tales style game with Bionicle characters, I could see that selling reasonably well.
And Bella's under the desk again. Is this your spot now?
But if the Lego had resurrected Bionicle entirely with a full fresh start with the GIF with purchase style, there would be people who would be behind that 100%. There are, like, I say this because there already were people who were like, ooh, this is cool. And there will be people who are insisting on mounting every Lego employee's head on a pike.
Yeah.
For being even tangentially related to this. Because, well, it's long been said, nobody hates a franchise more than its fans. And Bionicle fans, I'm sorry to tell you this, guys, as a Bionicle fan myself, we have a tendency to get a little entitled and defensive over what actually qualifies as Bionicle.
You know, and to be honest, that's not, you know, that's like a lot, that's basically like almost every single fan.
It is. I've seen people do that with Transformers too. It will still forever baffle me that Transformers chose to give attention to KISS players and not Beast Wars on its friggin' 30th anniversary, but still.
I'm just mad that they weren't the holograms. Like, you have Gem from Gem and the Holograms. You could just made the mini cassettes the holograms.
Could have made it a versus pack with his Soundwave and his cassettes decked out as the Misfits.
Exactly. But no, we had to dig into the forbidden fart pits.
we had to dig into the worst part of the franchise's history, I'd sooner sit through the entire Bayverse series off and, like, triple loop than even set one foot in that zone.
I'd rather watch the entire Bayverse with director commentary on.
And you know what's weird?
Even look at Kiss players.
You know what's weird about the Bayverse?
That it exists?
There's that. But it still makes a shit ton of money.
Yeah,
I forgot which one. It was years ago. But it was the first Transformer movie, and apparently get like $1 billion globally box opening. And I'm like this.
For what it's worth, while I don't enjoy the quality, air quotes quality, of the Bayverse movies, I cannot deny that they have their place in the fandom. Because, yes, while they didn't save Transformers, they did bring it to arguably its most popular point in history.
It revitalized it.
Like, it gave it popularity around there.
Yeah, it basically gave it. It basically gave it energy. It gave it energy.
It gave it an adrenaline shot.
Yeah. And then you have the brand new Transformer that isn't Bayverse, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna just wait, sit this out.
If there's anything I'll give to the Bayverse, it appeals to the casuals who are just getting into the series, and if that's what it's going to be, then fine.
It's entertainment. It's entertaining enough for the casuals.
Do you need my help, Batman? Do you...
Like, there are genuinely fans today who started with the 2007 Bayverse movie and thought it was interesting enough to start looking into the rest of the Transformers mythos.
Exactly. It's entertaining enough to get them some curiosity and say, hey.
Every entry is somebody's first.
Exactly.
Beast Wars was my first.
I technically have two firsts because I caught random snippets of Robots in Disguise 2001 before I started watching Armada in earnest.
Also, I take that back. It wasn't my first. The movie, the 1986 movie, was my first. And then Beast Wars.
Oh, you poor soul. Thrown into the deep end.
Well, I mean, I had no fucking clue who Optimus was. It was still sad, though.
Yeah, I've actually heard some of the commentary on the DVDs. They did that intentionally with the death of Optimus Prime because they wanted to make his death feel emotional, to feel human. Too bad he's the only character who got that. Everybody else dropped like flies.
Oh, it is war.
Basically, you're all little bitches. I'm the only one that matters.
And the thing is, I can't remember if that was my first Optimus death or my second.
That's even worse.
Because I was watching, when I watched the movie for the first time, Armada was on TV. So I can't remember if his death in the movie was my first, or my first Optimus death was him disintegrating into space dust. They happened at roughly the same time.
Series. Still.
Like, I saw those both happen at roughly the same time.
I really want it.
Nowadays, Optimus can't stub his toe without dying for a week.
His shortest record, I believe, is 17 seconds.
75 seconds.
Right.
And that was because the folks that animated wanted to get that out of the way immediately so they could go through the rest of the series without having to worry about killing Optimus off again. As much as I love the animated universe for what it is, there are some choices that I just scratch my head at. And not even necessarily because I think they're bad choices, I just find them confusing. So, Derek J. Wyatt, the guy primarily driving Transformers Animated here, Primus rest his soul. Funny I mentioned him. Yeah, it's funny I mentioned Primus, because Derek Wyatt did not like him. He went on record despising the Primus origin story for the bots and wanted something different, which is why they went with the Allspark. Because in his mind, it made no sense for a race of robots to have a deity.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's a yes and no. I understand where he's coming from, but like, you have a civilization of sentient robots. You gotta have basically like the all-father.
It just comes with the territory. If the race of robots is sapient, they're going to have a mythology to them.
Yeah.
We've seen multiple times since since G1, practically since the original movie, which the entire franchise loves so very, very much, that these are more than just machines, they are people. And a group of people will develop a mythology. It's just something that civilization does. We will invent stories to answer questions until we find the actual answers. And then sometimes reject the actual answers in favor of keeping the stories we believed in.
Alright, folks. I will try to put this off for as long as possible. Oh, wait. We're at 2 hours.
You thought we were longer?
I thought we had more time, but no, we're right at 2 hours, and the end of the game.
And aren't there more Riddler?
Is right there. Yeah, we come back to the island afterwards, and we can just wrap it all up.
Fair enough. I'm getting a headache anyway.
No worries. Bear will be back throwing hands at villains in Batman Arkham,
where I will actually be on topic for once. Hopefully.
Honestly,
don't count on it.
It's fun.
I'll be honest. I feel like talking about Batman is like an exhausted topic. Like, what more can we talk about Batman?
We found some ways over the last few streams.
Seki, have you seen Absolute Batgirl?
Give me 1 second.
It is in the streaming chat. You just gotta scroll up a little bit. Or wait, no, it's not in the streaming chat. Fuck.
I got you, dude.
Absolute Batgirl. Images.
And poof, there it is.
Oh, sweet mother of God. You know what? That's not as
batarangs.
That's not as bad as the one I saw about Damien, where you just see a silhouette and a pair of eyes.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's canon, and I want to turn around.
The shotgun is modified to shoot batarangs. The cowl is actually a spare one that she got off of Batman. And the coat is actually her father's, modified with the bat hooks that Batman uses on his cape.
Oh, sweet mother of God.
Because in this universe, Jim Gordon died.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Scarecrow killed him.
You know what? That's just ironic. Because we all know Scarecrow loves to fuck with people.
Oh, this version of Scarecrow, like, he loves to fuck with people. Like, he's in his introduction, he shows up in a cornfield, and the two guys, like, that are working on the field are just like, hey, buddy, what are you doing out here? And then he just makes the two go crazy by just saying, hey, yeah, your best friend here, he's fucking your wife.
Yeah, I think I saw the picture of him. Yeah. Listen, no matter what, I'm still terrified of the Joker.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what's weird is that according to one YouTube short, he's fully aware. He's fully aware that he's manufactured. He's fully aware about Darkseid, and I'm like this: you gonna square up with him, or you gonna do what he tells you to do?
All right, so thank you all for watching. This has been Vegas Bear 92
with Bakumon,
Seki,
and McBella, who's still beneath my desk. Should I just put your bed here? Would that make things easier? You just want to spend time with Daddy, won't you? And if you like what we do and want to see us keep doing it, feel free to support us in any way you wish, whether it be monetarily or through engagement. Every little bit helps. And as always, stay safe, stay comfy, stay hydrated, stay healthy, be good to each other. And we will see y'all maybe tomorrow. Depends on the whims of the burb. And if not, we will see you on Tuesday with Halo Reach. So, peace.